Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and this is the third and the final part where we're going to put together the envelope. Now in the meantime, what I've done is I have glued this down, this word melody, and I have added these pockets. So these papers are also from my collage sheets, and I have stitched all around the envelope, and I just need to put a belly band over here. Now I didn't put the belly band here because I wanted to share my process of how I put together the belly band, and that's only reason why I have not done yet. So I'm going to show you how I do my scrappy lace belly bands. So I have this, let me show you. So I have this big box sort of thing where I keep all my lace scraps and bits and pieces of fabric and whatever. So they go inside that box, and whenever I'm making something like this, I dig into this box and I see what I have or what I can use. So for the base, what I usually take is I take a piece of cardstock. Now this is just a plain, this is not a very hefty cardstock, so what I'll do is I'll probably double this up so that it's a little bit sturdy. So so I need to double this up, just a second, so that I can use a thicker paper or something of sorts. Can't seem to find any, unfortunately. Just a second, guys. Okay, so I have this scrap. This is a little bit sturdier than this, so I'm going to use this, and I think this looks nice, and I'm just going to cut out a strip of this. Now this one is probably an inch wide, so I'm going to take only an inch, not more than that, because I don't basically want the paper to see, people to see it. I mean, I want this to be covered, but I also want a slight visibility of the paper. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm taking 1.5 inch and a little more than 1 3/4. Yeah, so I'm going to take 1 3/4, around 4 centimeters, you can say, around 4 centimeters or 1.5 inch, maybe 2 inch is going to be a bit wider, so just a little shy of 2 inch, 1 3/4, and I'm going to just snip this off. Okay, so you can put this as it is. If your paper is pretty enough, you can just put this as a belly band itself, but I would like to decorate this a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'll just measure out this portion. So this is all that I need, and I'm going to trim off the excess and start laying things down. So when I'm doing something like this, don't throw this away, we can always use that. So one thing I'm going to do is I just it's like powdering your nose and just a teeny tiny bit. So that's it. And now I'm going to start putting down the laces. So I have already gathered a few stuff that I intend to use, but I might not use everything, or I might use something later on when I go to stitch this. So I'm just going to lay things down. Now I am laying this down with the help of a PVA glue. You can use your Fabri-Tac. I don't use Fabri-Tac because I'm going to stitch this anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this down just enough so that I can run my sewing machine, not too much. Just doing this with a little bit gently. And again, I'm going to put something of the same type over here. But I also want the paper to show through, so that's why I'm using this paper. So I'm going to use this. So again, some little bit of glue, and this I can put over here. So again, some little, just some amount, so that it doesn't move around too much when I'm stitching. I just want this to be, so I can put something over here. Okay, something like this, and then I can put something like this over here. Okay, I'm not going to put that, so I might put something like this. I hope I'm in frame. These are very random kind of, there's no logic behind putting things like this, but this one I want towards the end. So I'm going to put this like so. These, as I said, these are all scrappy bits of laces that I had, and from my previous projects, of course. And also I'm going to move this. Okay, so this is how it's looking now, but as you can see, there are a few empty spots, and I'm going to use some things here and there, random things, just so that they look filled out. Nothing much, just to stick a little bit, because I'm going to stitch them, so no worries about that. So, and towards the middle I have left a little bit of empty space, because I'm going to use some sort of an image, but let me see what I can use. Okay, so this one decided to move, so I can put some sort of an image like this, because this would look nice. Or okay, so I have some beautiful stamps that I can put. So these are some stamp images that you get in one of the ephemera packs, sampler packs. Get lots of interesting things. I already have one cut out. So I already have one cut out. Let me take that out. It's going to save a little bit of time. No, I wanted to cut out something, but I didn't get the time, it seems. Let me check. I did trim some up. What I did was, actually I made two vellum envelopes, and I have cut everything down, put them inside these envelopes so that I don't lose them. And I can use this butterfly in the middle. Wow, it's looking good. So I'm going to use this, and again, this is in one of the sampler sheets. So these projects, these tiny projects that go in snail mail, you're sending some happy mail, you want to gift something to someone, and you can create something like this. So I'm going to layer this up again with some fabric and lace sort of thing. Just a second. Just a second. Let me look for something that. Okay. So I have this netting kind of material. It's very similar to your cheesecloth, but it's more like a gauze, the medical gauze that you get in shops, medical shops. So you can use them. And just taking off the threads, I'm just going to bunch up a little bit. This is again something weird that I do. I'm going to bunch this up a little bit so that it is so it's in the middle sort of thing. So this is how my belly band is going to look. So this is how my belly band is going to look, and there will be a complete show and tell of this project once everything dries and I can put this in the middle. So this is how it's looking, and now what I'll do is I'm just going to put this over here. It's a little bit chunky, I know. You can always trim this if you want, but you can make it into a pocket also. So probably I'm going to make it into a pocket of some sort. No, I like it like this. So it's going to be like this, and I'll stitch and come back and show you how they look once the glue dries a little bit, otherwise I won't be able to run the sewing machine. So I'll be back to show you the update on this project. Hi, so I have completed the belly band, and I'm just going to glue this down and show you how it looks. So you can make it into a pocket also, but I thought a belly band would be better, so I'm just adding a little bit of glue on both the sides. And this is something I hate to do, that is touch the glue, but I do it every day, so isn't it funny? So I've also attached sari silk to this. I've also attached a sari silk to it, and now it's done. And I'm just going to let this dry, and of course you can use anything you like. You can build however you want, but this, I think it looks very dressy and nice. So these are also some pockets, some overlapping pockets that I've done. You can do double pockets also, whatever suits you. You can be very creative with things like this. You can just do it as you feel. You don't have to follow exactly the same method, but this is how it's looking. I've added this green sari silk, so you can tie it like this, and I'm going to snip this off. Of course you don't need this much, so you can just tuck this in, and you can do whatever you like. And I'm just going to ink up this part a little bit, because I felt this should be inked a little bit. So this is how it's looking. Most of the items that I've used are from my shop. I'll post a link to my shop, as well as the new kits that are in. Also, the older kits are on discount right now, so if you want to pick them up, you can. So I like how this turned out, this stamp looking thingy. Absolutely gorgeous, and you can put things in. I'll just show you how you can add ephemera. So I have some papers that I can just tuck in to show you. So you can put one pocket is over here, the other one is over here, and this is the belly band. This is pretty roomy. You can put a lot of things inside, and then this closes up. You can tie this up, and yeah, you can send them on in Happy Mails, and they look so lovely and pretty. And I kind of like how this looks. So some sort of yellow and pink sort of combination. So I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. And I also have a Patreon account, so if you want to support me on Patreon, you will be getting all kinds of exclusive digitals. I'll do a show and tell of this kind of video soon. I'm also working on my Junk with Steph design team project, which I will show you the updates on. So this was the project that I was working, and our inspiration got lost somewhere. No, it didn't. So this was the inspiration, and this is what we made.